All right, everyone, it is time for another Bible review. Today's Bible is going to be the ESV Preaching Bible, and it's a verse by verse edition in black goatskin. In all transparency, Crossway has sent me this Bible for free for a fair and honest review. So I'd really like to thank Crossway for sending this to me. This is the box for the Bible here. It's actually a really nice box too. Look at how it's all fancy. Look at that. Like you feel like you're getting ready to pull out a nice, elegant Bible from this box, and we'll get to that. But let's take a look at some of the statistics here on the back. It's got a 9.75 font, enlarged in bold and verse numbers for ease of reading, which it really is. Extra wide margins, single column verse by verse format. It's huge, thick paper. Presentation page, concordance, 2 ribbon markers, and a lifetime guarantee. So with that being said, I've been highly looking forward to getting this Bible. It's been much anticipated by not only me but other Bible enthusiasts as well, just because of the format of this Bible. It is a single column, verse by verse, and it's got the wide margin. I mean, you got just, you're hitting all the check boxes on that one for a lot of Bible enthusiasts. With that being said, let's get to the outside of this Bible. From my understanding, the black goatskin, which this retails at $249 US dollars, and here's the ISBN number for it. With that being said, with the price at $249, to my understanding, it only comes with the black goatskin and at this price range currently, as of the recording of this video. I'm really hoping that they put this text block into a cheaper version in the future. Just some other types of bindings and whatnot. And you'll see why here in a moment. Okay, so first let's take a look at the outside here. This is the black goatskin, and it really is, it's thin. It's got the, I mean, you can roll it up. I mean, it's super thin. Feels really good in your hands. It feels like a cloud in your hands. It's got the black and gold here, Crossway on the bottom, English Standard Version, ESV, and then Holy Bible. It's got the 1, 2, 3, 4 raised ribs there. Nothing on the back. Let me open it up here for you. Let me get this box out of the way. So when we open it up, you can see it's got the gold lining on the outside here around the perimeter. And it does have perimeter stitching. It's actually really nice perimeter stitching all the way around the outside here. And then we got the gold line here on the inside. And it actually has the goatskin leather stamped on the inside on the back. And actually really nice color here on the page ends. And when you open it up, it's more that salmon color. And then it's got the gold look when it's closed. It's got the 2 ribbons here and the gold and black headband and tailbands. Okay, with a quick overview of the outside being done, let me tell you about my situation with this Bible. Again, I got this for free from Crossway. Thankful to them that they would send this to me for a review. Now, when I got this Bible, as you can see, the box here is undamaged. There's no dents, nothing in the box, pristine box. When I opened it up, this Bible was wrapped in this terry cloth. It was wrapped up about like that in this terry cloth. So I opened it up, really excited to get this Bible. Been waiting for so long for it. And I'm going to try to get this in the video. Hopefully the light can hit it just right, but I mean, it looks bad. It's got damage all over it. And again, the box wasn't damaged. The terry cloth was wrapped around it and it's not damaged. But I'm gonna try to hit it in the light here. Certain lighting angles. Look, I mean, it looks like almost like mud was splashed all over it. And it's not mud, it's just the defects. There's even big lines here in it. These two big lines here. You can see it looks like smudged. I mean, it just looks really bad. There's a nick here in the stitching. And then it's got some of that on the back side too. You can see it up here. Like, I opened it up and I was like, wow, it looks like it got thrown around or something, like before it was even packaged. The box that it came in, the box that it was shipped in was not damaged. The Bible box was not damaged. The terry cloth was not damaged. So it almost seems like it had to have been like that pre-packaging. I don't know why they would send a Bible out with all that kind of smudge and damage all over it. And then on the inside here, the gold line here is, I'm trying to get it good. It's hard to get it in the video, but I think you can see there it's rubbed off, or I don't know, but it's missing a lot of the gold there. It's definitely got some imperfection going on there. So I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why. I don't know what happened to it. I was very, very disappointed to get it, and it looked like that. Like I said, I've been waiting for this Bible for a long time. And the leather really does feel good. The goat skin really feels like good, high quality goat skin. It feels good in your hands. I mean, I can open it up here and you can see, I mean, it just kind of flops in your hand there. It feels like great quality leather. I don't know where the damage came from. Anyway, so I was really disappointed when I got it, and it had all that damage on it. You can still see the lines coming down through here. With that being said, I have a love-hate relationship with this Bible because of all that damage and because of how bad it looks. I mean, look at that. That's how it came to me. So I was very disappointed with that. And that's where I hate it. Here's where I love it. The text block in this Bible is my absolute favorite text block in any Bible that I've ever had. Again, it comes down to, it could come down to preference, but I write in my Bibles. I'm a big time believer in writing in your Bibles, highlighting, taking notes. I just can't help myself. That's what I do. So wide margin Bibles are my favorite. Verse by verses are my favorite. But when it comes to ESV, it's very hard to find a verse by verse, wide margin, single column. They used to make them back in the early 2000s, but they stopped. They're out of print. You can't get your hands on one unless you're lucky enough to find a used one on eBay. So that's why I had so much anticipation for this Bible to come out. I received this Bible a few weeks ago. I didn't want to just get it and do a review just by what it looked like. I wanted to actually use it. So I've been using it for a few weeks just to make sure that it was going to be everything that I thought it was going to be. And man, it is. It's such a shame that the outside turned out to be the way it was, because the inside I absolutely love. It's so easy on the eyes, the bold verse numbers, the bold verses themselves, the wide margin here on the end, the verse by verse, the single. I mean, it's perfect. I love everything about this text block. The paper is there's some ghosting, obviously, but it's really not that bad. It's really not that bad. And if you have, let me grab mine. This has been my primary Bible for many years. Is the ESV Crossway wide margin, and I've been using this Bible for several years. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this here, but the ghosting is actually worse on the verse, or the wide margin, than it is on the new Preacher's Bible. So I think you can see here, I purposely wanted to do some highlighting and some writing in this Bible for this review so that you can kind of get an idea. So this is the only, and I'm not trying to put a plug in here or anything. I don't get any money for this. This is the only highlighter that I use. This is the one. It's a Bible dry highlighter. It's the only one that I have found that doesn't bleed through. You have to do a little bit more work. You have to, to highlight it. It's not just one swipe and it's highlighted, but at the same time, you can see all the highlighting. When I flip the page, you can't see any bleed through of that highlighter. So that's the highlighter that I use. And I wanted you to see the bleed through from the pens as well. So here's just a note that I took on the margin. Flip the page, and that's the see-through, which is just the same as my ESV wide margin that I was just showing you. There's really no difference. So it actually takes the pen about the same, but obviously it's going to depend on what highlighter you use on it, if that bleeds through or not. But let me go back here to where I've taken a couple notes on the page. You can see the wide margin, how much room that you have. You have plenty of room on the wide margin here. Now the inside gutter, obviously you're not going to have as much room for writing. So what I have done is that's where any cross references that I might have, that's just usually where I put my cross references in at for that verse. So that way I can leave my note taking on the outside. So like I said, I've used this for about the last 3 weeks. And I absolutely love it. The text block itself, I absolutely love it. I've had no issues with it. This is also a black letter edition, so Christ's words are not in red on this Bible. But the ease of the eyes, I mean, it's such easy reading. It's so easy to keep your place. Again, I'm a big note taker guy, big highlighter. It checks all my boxes for what I'm looking for. So if you love the ESV and you're a big time writer in the Bible or a highlighter, I think this is perfect. I'm not a preacher. I know it's a preacher's Bible. I'm not a preacher. But it still appeals for me just for all that it does. I've seen some other videos when some guys were talking about why would a preacher's Bible have maps in the back and whatnot. It doesn't really bother me. It's just a few pages of the maps here. And then they give you plenty of paper back here for notes, if you want to take any extra notes. And this has got a concordance in the back as well. See, I've written down some notes here. It does have a concordance in the back. It's okay. I mean, if you're hopefully a student of the Word, you're going to have some other resources as well, some exhaustive concordances and things like that. You've got some weights and measures here in the back. But the big thing about this Bible, I mean, in the back is pretty much the same stuff that the ESV crossways always have, same information. But the big thing about this Bible was the text block itself, the ESV verse by verse, single column, the wide margin. I mean, it's fantastic. It's my new favorite Bible. Let me put it this way: it's my new favorite text block, and this is going to be my primary Bible going forward that I use, because the text block is so desirable. I'm just so disappointed with the outside. So what I'm going to end up doing is just getting this. I'm going to rebind this Bible. I'm going to rebind it. With all that being said as well, in the box, this here, ESV's pledge card came with it. And the last paragraph here says, because of its quality and materials and expert craftsmanship, this ESV Bible is guaranteed to last for as long as you use it. If you should experience any defects in the printing or the failure in its binding during normal use, we will replace it with a Bible of equal or greater value. And then they give a phone number there. Again, I got this Bible as a free gift from Crossway for a fair and honest review. So I don't know if that applies to me, but it's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get it rebound. I love the text block, guys. I really do. So even though it's got the defects on the outside, it's going to be my primary Bible for the foreseeable future. I've been waiting for this, and the text block checks all the boxes. So I hope this video helps. I hope this review helps you in making your decision. I understand $249 is pretty steep. I just hope that you get one with no defects. I've seen other reviews and their Bibles looked okay. Other reviewers were reviewing this Bible. Theirs looked good. I'm sure it's just a fluke. If I had paid $249 for it, I obviously would be calling this number on this card to see how we could remedy this situation, because that's a lot of money. but I think it's well worth the money if the Bible comes pristine and undamaged. Then I would have no issue paying that. But the way I received mine, I would have sent it back. So I thank you guys for checking out another review. Have a blessed day.